Thank you for your wisdom, Dr. Patterson. We really appreciate what you shared with us, and we'll gladly take it to heart. Hello, fellow classmates, family members, and the faculty of dentistry. My name is Kevin Nguyen.
And I'm Emily Barlow. I have to say, you all look really great. I have almost completely forgotten what you look like without a mask on.
We've been asked to address this class about our upcoming transition into the clinic. Of course, I would like to use an analogy, one of the traveler. You see, I think we're all on a journey, whether we realize it or not. We first started this adventure with unbridled excitement and wide eyes. We had our brand new red backpacks. We truly were the first ones starting into unknown territory with this new curriculum, and there were limited possibilities, and the future was truly unknown. And so with this analogy, I like to break it down to 3 sections. 1, the supplies we bring. 2, having the goal in mind. And 3, the ever-changing lands and people. It begins as we set off with our supplies that we prepare. You know how you pack, store provisionals, and prepare for a long journey? But no matter what, you always forget that one thing at home. That's where we are right now. We're excited, but uncertain. We have learned so much, but at the back of our minds, we have that doubt. We feel like we're just forgetting something. But we can liken our supplies to the learnings we've had from lectures and our adventures in SimLab.
We've come a long ways.
Remember our woes in SimLab with our first wax up?
Yes. And do you remember learning humility from our very first crown preps?
And literal pain after our first injections on each other.
Oh, yeah. So far, everything we've learned has been pretty clear-cut and pretty straightforward. We've been working on these perfect plastic teeth in the lab. And our mannequins, well, they've seldom complained about the procedures that we've done on them so far. Our time in the sim lab has been full of small victories, maybe some broken provisionals, and maybe 1 or 2 missing hand pieces.
Good one, Emily.
Sorry, Jacob. Our learning so far has been on such a diverse set of topics, and it's been hard to pull them all together, but we're about to start applying them to real patients. I know it seems a little bit daunting that we're approaching uncharted lands, but have confidence in the tools that you're bringing and the skills that you've learned. We aren't empty-handed, and we've got lots of tools in our belt.
Secondly, the goal. The thing about the traveler is that they'll unknowingly wander off the trail, and they're going to encounter many obstacles. But to reference Mr. Tolkien, not all who wander are lost.
You know, as we look forward to patient care, I think most of us can safely say we're just a little bit nervous.
But that's okay, because that means that you're thinking, and you're aware of your own current limitations.
We're all going to get a little lost and overwhelmed in the process, but we can't lose sight of what we're doing, because caring for the patient comes first and foremost. When they're in our chair, they're not just a patient, but they're our priority. And we're more than a student in that moment. We're actually a professional who's here to listen and strive to provide the best care possible. It's likely that some days we're going to have that one tooth that's going to cause us so much anguish, but we can't get lost in that. We have to look at the bigger picture. That tooth belongs to someone. Dr. Stevenson has been telling us since day one to never ever treat a stranger. So each tooth belongs to someone, and we should get to know them and be prepared to treat not just patients, but our neighbors and our fellow community members.
We may stray from the path and get lost, but with this goal in mind, we can always find our way back. Now, thirdly, as a traveler, we'll visit all sorts of places with the lands ever changing, and the people we will meet will come from all walks of life.
As future dentists, being flexible and innovative will be a total asset to dealing with an ever-changing landscape. We find ourselves today in a very unique position to be able to witness the dentists and dental staff at the faculty, showing us what it means to be a professional in a completely unexpected and unprecedented circumstance. I'd like to take a moment to thank the teaching and administration staff for all their hard work over the past 5 years. I say 5 because before my class even was accepted to this program, they spent 4 years planning out a brand new curriculum for us. They planned it out for 4 years, they implemented it, and then COVID-19 hit, and they had to replan the whole thing in just a few weeks. And then they've had to deal with obstacles and different roadblocks that have come up over the past year as we've navigated this strange landscape together. So thank you so much for all that you've done for us and for helping us become the best dentist that we can be.
So, on our journey through strange lands, we'll never know who we'll meet along the way. We must be able to speak the common tongue, while also able to converse with kings. As such, there's a level of professionalism that we need to maintain, as the public is trusting us as oral healthcare providers. Dentistry is frankly quite complicated. There are a lot of factors at play, and as we strive to provide the best care, we can't get lost in the details. We need to explain what's happening in a way that our patients understand so that they can make an informed decision. How we behave facilitates this process as well. We're now seen as junior dentists, especially by our patients. Now, it's a daunting mountain that we have to climb, but every day, we're one day closer as we gain clinical experience, just like we witnessed new lands.
There's going to be hiccups, bumps in the road, things that don't go as planned, but these will be learning opportunities. They're going to help us stretch, they're going to help us grow into dentists who are really well equipped to take care of their patients and their neighbors' needs. Thankfully, we have some really great guides in the faculty coming along this journey with us.
We're only halfway through our journey, but remember, we're in this together. Although there's going to be many more obstacles along the path, there's 3 things I want you to recall. Have comfort in the supplies that you've brought. Keep the goal in mind, and adapt to the lands and remember the people we've met along the way. When this journey comes to an end, I hope we can all look back fondly and say, it was worth it.
Congratulations on your white coat ceremony, classmates.